07. Neela, why don't you take over?
Hi, everyone. Shall we
Hello.
start off by asking who has work tonight or?
Right.
Val, do you have work?
No, not tonight.
I don't have work.
Dawn,
Okay.
Dawn, do you have work?
No, not tonight.
No, he doesn't.
Okay, so two. Bob, shall we start with you?
Yes. I will. Just a second. All right, we go to my web page, which is what I'm using for display vehicle.
Okay.
This is an odd thing that I just did last night, late at night. It's a combination of, fancy jewelry and old pictures.
Yeah.
I'm a bit, let me go in a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
And this text is Indian text.
Oh,
Wow.
That is, there's like many different dialects in India, and this was designed as a alphabet for all of them. And so I had fun doing it, but I'm troubled. I'm troubled by the center. I'm troubled by the fact that there's no strong thing in the exact center.
There's a face.
Okay.
The face.
Yeah.
There is a face.
Yes, it does look like a face. I agree.
Definitely.
I agree. And I also like the green. I like the green. It's
Green.
4 shades of green.
Oh, yeah. Look at that. That's
But
a
there is a
face
face.
right there.
Color work is gorgeous. And that face is definitely, it's mysterious. The only thing about it is the eye on the left. You've got a decorative element, which sort of makes it rather incomplete. It's almost like it needs to be either a dark gray socket more, or that's just, in order to make it look more skull-like.
I see it as a monocle.
Did you see the face yourself?
That's a good
Bob?
idea. Yeah, I like the monocle idea.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it turns out that on each side of the face is an old thimble, an antique thimble. And that's what
Wow. Yes, I see it.
some antique dealer was selling thimbles. So this is another one. This is from a book on a magazine on storefront displays. These are different lights, and then these are
Reflections.
pictures of storefronts.
And I actually used to own one of those reflectors that is showing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's really quite a beautiful piece. Nice.
Beautiful. Actually, I like the whole thing, Bob.
Okay. And this is the one that I did right after our last Zoom.
Nice.
Well, it's very nice. I like that. I like
Wow.
that's great. That's
You'll
fabulous.
notice this is Janice. Will you remind me the name of this guy?
Oh, Pamp and Donk.
Clampendonk, yes.
I love that. That's beautiful.
And then let me go out a little bit more. And then there's a bunch of different stuff, different nuts and bolts and all collaged together. So that's
Well, it works. It works.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does work. It's lovely.
So Clampendonk was the artist who created the art in the circle. Is that correct?
yes, precisely.
Nice. Sort of like Gauguin meets Van Dongen or one of these other eras. Very interesting.
Yeah, it is. It's very colorful too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the Blue Rider set.
Yes.
Nice.
All right, that's what I have. Let me just go over them again, because I've got to choose something to print. All right, that's it for me. Thank you.
Well done, Bob.
Different for you.
Thank you.
They were different.
yeah. It was.
Mm-hmm. I'm going through changes. I
Well,
can't define.
It's a
Oh, you can't
good
define. I was going to ask, are they good or
Mhm.
bad? But you can't define them. Is
Mike.
it pandemic related or personal or?
Artistic.
Oh,
Mm.
Mike, would you like to shout?
Sure. Second. Let me find it. There we go. Okay. The first is the first of two pictures. The first image I'm going to show you was actually taken by Sarah of me in Paris. And I'm showing it because the background is on a little street where we stayed the first time, was in a little boutique hotel. And the street that it was on looked, as well as I can remember, exactly like Camac Street, where the Plastic Club is.
Yeah.
And with all, all the brick row houses. And we found out, I think by the receptionist or someone told me that several of the adjoining houses were actually photography studios.
Huh.
And they were photography studios of fashion photographers who photographed models for the popular Paris magazines. Okay, so the first picture is of me, just to give you an idea of when this happened, and then I'll show you the picture. So here's the first one.
oh my.
Ah,
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, very.
Oh, neat. Yeah.
Good shot.
Yeah.
That's Sarah's. Yeah, that's a good shot.
Is that just a guy that was walking, or did you collage him in, or how did he get there?
That's me.
Mike.
That's you.
That's me.
Doesn't look like you, Mike. It looks kind of, no, it doesn't look like you at all.
A lot more hair and beard.
Wow, you have a totally different persona, in my opinion.
Hey,
Thank you. Well, prison will do that to you.
less
Okay,
food.
okay,
You were looking portly there.
Yeah. Here's the second one. And again, this was on that same street. This one was taken by me, and it's just a snapshot. But it's one of my favorites. You remember the models.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow.
And that's not you?
Mike, is that you also?
No, that's not me, and it's not Bob.
What? That's not you?
No.
Are they real people, those beautiful,
Yeah.
tall people?
Yeah, it's a real.
These are,
It's
wow.
just a snapshot on the street.
Yeah, he always found the pretty girls.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
that you do have that knack. I do. I do think you have that knack.
He
I
does.
don't see him anywhere except for in the mannequins in Buenos Aires. No, I'm sorry. I lied. Buenos Aires is full of beautiful people. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said that.
The world is.
Okay, if you
Sarah,
want
if he always has the eye for beautiful girls, after all, he did choose you. Oh,
Ah, there you go.
Janice.
Hey, Mike, do you know anything about the man in the photograph?
no, just a man. It was an instant. It was just, it was a snapshot.
But
Nothing more.
Mike, he looks like you in the past
Yeah.
photo, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Doesn't
just
he? I mean, that's how he looks to me. He looks like you're two peas in a pod.
Will the
Yeah,
real Mike
yeah.
stand up, please?
No,
Just-
he was a lot shorter than Mike, and at that time, a lot older than Mike.
So he was shorter than Mike.
Oh, yes. Little man.
Because you know what? In the photo, it didn't look like the man was short. It looked like the woman was a giant.
She
Yeah.
was tall, and she was on a very narrow little pavement, and he was standing in the street.
2 inches.
He was, maybe 8 inches below her.
Oh, really?
That's
So she looks like an Amazon,
And,
Yes.
she was a tall fashion model, I assume,
Yeah.
because of where it was. But
Yeah.
it's
Was it a
together.
good-natured interchange between the two of them, or
Yeah,
was
yeah,
it hostile? Oh, good.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
it
That's what
looks
it looked like.
good-natured.
Yeah.
Just a moment in time. All right, and then I have one more that's one of mine. Let's see. Did you want to put me up, Bob?
Well, you
No,
have to do that,
no, I
Mike.
can, yeah,
Okay,
you do
okay.
that and I take
Oh,
it
I see
down.
that. My little thing there disappeared. Give me a second. It's so hard to see it on the phone.
I don't know how you do that.
Share area. Sorry about it. They're really tiny. Where is it? Oh yeah, and here we go. Just one of my things.
Oh,
Mhm.
wow.
And
Hold it
the
here.
balance.
Yeah, I called it. Here's looking at you.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's not Mr. Ed, is it?
No, Wilbur.
There's a-
That would have been a better title.
Hello, Wilbur, right? I love it.
That's a real close-up, though.
It's lovely how the shadows blend in and separate areas. It's just lovely.
Yeah.
it's a beautiful piece.
There's a little bit of detail down his muzzle, and it's so graphic, very strong.
Yeah,
Thanks.
beautiful, Mike, beautiful.
It's a great horse, a nice background, and kudos to Photoshop.
Yeah.
Oh, the
Don't
secrets
wreck
are
it,
coming
Mike.
out.
No, I'm not wrecking it. To me, it's just another tool. No
Sure.
different than a camera or a shutter or a lens. Okay, thanks. That's it.
Would have been a nice poster
Very
for the Horse Whisperer, something like that.
Yeah,
That's a
Yeah.
beautiful shot.
very good. Thanks very much.
Thank you.
Doris, would you like to show?
Sure. Okay. Let's see here. All right, I'm going to show this photograph first. 'Cause,
Oh my, that's gorgeous.
Ah,
thank you. I did 2 paintings inspired by this, 2 quick paintings.
Oh, my.
Actually, it's not this picture with my phone, and it didn't come out the way I was seeing it. When you see up there that ring, there was actually a moon in there.
yeah.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
color ring, there was a faded color ring all the way around the moon. Almost like a rainbow. And the photo didn't really show it the way it looked.
Very moody piece.
It
Yeah.
is.
Mm-hmm.
Doris, was this the evening or the morning?
Evening,
Oh,
probably about 9 o'clock at night, next to my
Okay.
house.
Wow.
Is that like a creek bed in the front?
No, it's just dark clouds.
Oh,
Yeah. It looks like the tree branches at the bottom,
yeah.
and they're
Mhm.
out of focus.
Oh,
Yeah.
So there's no reflection off of water.
No, there's no water.
Really?
Well,
Wow.
it would be the moisture in the clouds.
Mm.
Yeah, I took
Okay,
this
so
photo.
the horizon line is very low then.
Yeah,
That's right. It is very low. I see it now. Yeah.
I saw it as midway. That's why I
Me
saw it.
too.
Mm.
it's entirely the trees and sky. There's no
Gotcha. So
ground.
it's like dark clouds behind the
It's
trees.
clouds, yeah.
Mhm.
Got it. Okay.
But it's just the photo came out. It's kind of not real sharp.
Like it.
So
Beautiful.
Very moody.
now I did
I
2
can.
quick.
Hi.
What you doing? Hold on a minute.
That's-
2 quick paintings of this. Okay. One's a watercolor. I have my easel in the background there.
Oh, I like that.
Nice.
That's
Very
beautiful.
nice, Doris.
Doris.
Oh,
Very
I love that.
nice.
Love that.
very
Love that.
unusual.
Love the yellow ring around the moon there.
Mm.
Beautiful.
Mm.
Very subtle. Yeah.
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 Oh, it makes your eye move.
Yes, I
Yeah.
agree. Yes, beautiful. Oh, nice.
Thank you.
That's obviously watercolor, right?
This one's a watercolor.
Yeah, beautiful.
And I did another one on a round canvas, which is casein. Yeah, the moon was the theme. So, let's see, where are we again?
Do you go in the woods at night?
This was right next to my house.
Oh,
This is not, this is like the house next to
Ah,
my house.
oh, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow, Doris.
Is that a plate or is it wood?
It's a canvas board.
Oh.
But a 3-pack of round canvas boards. So, yeah.
Great.
Nice.
Acrylics
now
or
I'm
oil?
gonna make them so you can hang them, but they look like they'd be fun to work on. So,
Yeah.
Nice how the frame references the moon.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good point, Ted.
Very, yes,
beautiful.
very, very nice. It's a great idea making it round. Everything kind of goes in and out from the moon. You have a motion in and out because of the shape of the canvas. Fabulous.
yeah,
Yeah.
Like
but 2 more of them, and I'll have to figure out what I want to do on them. Something fun. I don't know, maybe more sky. I don't know. So,
May I interrupt for a second and point out the sky in Ken's window?
Oh, yeah.
Is that the
How
sky?
blue that
Oh,
is.
wow.
Yeah, right over here.
Really?
It's
Yeah.
in mine too.
Oh, it looks much lighter than my sky. We're in the same time zone. My
That's
sky
fine.
is dark.
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Sunset.
Yeah, my sky painting a different direction is quite dark.
Yes,
So anyway.
my sky is very dark.
Yeah.
Could you pick up your computer and point it
It's
towards the
getting
window,
darker.
please?
This is
Yeah. Oh,
You
wow.
have a lot of light.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Excuse my interruption, but
Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up.
Bright lights, big city.
Yeah, I may be.
Right, that is a bright lights, big city thing. Yeah.
My head might be turned for part of this to watch it all. Yeah.
That was cool. That was very cool.
That is fun.
You could put a mirror right above your computer.
Absolutely, that would work.
a rear view mirror.
Exactly.
Okay, Neela, back to you. I'm sorry.
That's okay. Thanks, Doris.
Thank you, Doris.
That was a
Wonderful.
lot of fun.
That's nice, Doris.
Yeah, it was great to see what you started with.
Mhm.
and
Yes.
how it progressed. I love it when people do that. But that was excellent.
Really.
Yep.
I agree with that. I didn't see the beginning pieces, but those two that I saw, fabulous.
Really nice.
Very inventive.
That's
We're up to Kim. Kim, you want to share?
Sure, absolutely. Will do. Okie dokies. I have just changed my glasses. Please give me 1 second. And get myself together here. Okay,
your hat,
so
Kim.
share screen. And you know, I always have a theme, right? So my theme today is hello, Philadelphia, and bye, because I want to go back to Buenos Aires. So, guys, I call this, can you see, are we all right?
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Good.
So I call this broad and raspberry. And as a matter of fact,
Excellent.
Alden,
Yeah.
do you remember this building? It was in one of your
Yes.
shots.
Yes, it's Art House.
I know. It's the same time that I took this shot. You had a piece from your roof or wherever it was, and
Okay.
it was the same. It was the same building. I just saw it a little differently because I was a bit more close up.
Right.
So
You
I
just
made it minimalist.
and
So
you did
that's
this
why.
just recently, correct?
No. I did this the same time you did yours.
Really, because I was doing a whole series of its development. I didn't.
Yeah, I know. But when you had it all done, I did it. No, I did that way before I left. No. I've only just come back.
I'm sort of.
And
Then.
so I did it in a sort of minimalist thing. So
Yes, beautiful. I love it.
Yeah,
thank you.
very nice.
It's a whole other realm. I like it.
But it just shows, Alden, how you and I can see things differently because you have a different perspective. You're far
Right.
away. Yours
Sure.
was much bigger, and and then I saw it completely differently.
Right. I guess
So
there's
now-
probably a view from. Yes, I'm remembering it now. Sure.
This is a view from the Suzanne Roberts Theater. That's where I was,
Okay.
and I just saw it that
Sure.
way on
Sure.
that day.
Yeah. I like the stacking of it. It's really actually pretty cool.
It is the contrast between the geometry and the fractal is fabulous. The natural and the man-made, fabulous.
Yeah, it is.
I like the
The
harmony
color.
of the color
Yeah.
and the lamp and the
the
sky.
lamp. Yeah, the lamp
Yeah.
is a crucial.
You know, I'll tell you something. It's
Mhm.
not actually always. It's not a question of pressing buttons and you get raspberry. It's really a matter of serendipity. It was a very clear sky,
Yeah.
and when it's a very clear sky, you can get those different colors with your phone.
Sure.
But I've never gotten that color before.
That color is very unusual.
Oh,
It is
yes.
very unusual, even for me.
Mhm.
So that's it. That's hello, Philadelphia. Now, I'm sorry, guys, we've got to go back to Buenos Aires because I am sad. So let's go back.
I'm going to steal that color for my next piece.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you can get it, if you can make it,
I
if you can make
I-
it, I that's the first time I've ever made that.
It's
Okay, so I would have used this for Bright Lights Big City,
Oh,
but I
yeah.
actually hadn't created it. This is a recreation. The shot was actually taken the same day that I remember that lamp with the shadow, and I did like 100 of them and kept going back. This
Oh,
was the day,
yes.
this was the Saturday, or was it the Sunday? Oh, Saturday, yeah. This was a Saturday when I was there at 9 o'clock, and then thank God in Buenos Aires, 9 o'clock is like 6 o'clock in the morning here. There's nobody around, absolutely no one around. And it was kind of cold actually. So the lamp with the shadow was opposite, and this was on the other side. And Playa is a beach. That's why I was hoping that Walcott would be here to give us some guidance. So I don't know why it says Playa. Maybe Playa is not just a beach, but maybe it's a
Private beach.
no.
Yes.
But it's not a beach. This is a parking lot, is what I'm saying.
Oh my God.
Playa privada prohibido estacionar. It means no parking. That's what it means, no parking. And I was actually quite scared, because there was no one around. I thought something would blow up if I went too close. So I just went as close as I possibly could to take a shot. But I hadn't done this. Otherwise, I would have put this into Bright Lights Big City.
Yeah, it's cool.
Mhm.
It's weird, isn't it? It's kind of scary, scarifying.
Yeah.
Does anybody know the translation of what's in there? You must, right?
Well, what does this mean, do you mean?
Yeah.
That just means no parking. It's private, no parking. Prohibido estacionar. But
Okay.
I don't know, playa is a beach. So it must mean in this place. This is a private place. Maybe that's what playa means. It's supposed to mean a beach because I've been taking Spanish lessons online. But so I'm just assuming that that's what it means. But certainly prohibido estacionar, I mean, don't park, no parking. It's private.
Private, right?
Yeah, it's private, no parking. Private space, no parking.
And prohibited. I look the lower left-hand word. I can't see the first.
Yeah, prohibido. Prohibido estacionar.
Yeah. Gotcha.
I think it must be private beach, no parking.
No, not beach, because it's not a beach, it's a parking lot. So that's what I was going to ask. I was going to ask Walcott, are there many translations of playa? Because playa is actually a beach. But it's not a beach, it's a parking lot. It must mean private place.
Kim, Google says that it's an area of flat, dried up land, especially a desert basin from which water evaporates quickly.
Wow. Isn't that strange that you would say that about your parking lot?
Plaza?
Well, you gotta hope it's that way. Or
by the way, may I just say something? We read it as playa, don't we, you and I? But in Argentina, a Y is sh. So be plaza privada prohibido estacionar. Plaza. Just like it isn't Arroyo Street, it's Arroyo Street.
Wow.
I know, it's scary. It's different. Let's put it that way.
I like the sounds.
Yeah.
Very nice.
And I like the on the right-hand side, the sort of olive green over black. That's a little bit scary. That's and then of course on the upper left, I love the windows.
I do. I love them. That's why I was going to put it. I would have put it into Bright Lights Big City, but then I kind of got beguiled by La Rambla with all lit up. Okie dokie. So next one, I did a couple of window shots because, I do like Richard Estes and he has gotten me into that thing. And sometimes I just like something and I really can't explain it. So I'm not even going to bother to explain why I did the next two. I just liked it. So this is a view in a window of a shop. And I just liked what I saw. I can't explain it. Maybe you don't. I do.
Oh, it's nice.
Oh, it's great.
No,
I like the tiles. I like the plant on the tabletop.
Shadow.
Yeah, Neela.
And the transparency.
Neela. I'm getting all Spanish here. Neela, these aren't tiles. This is actually the sidewalk on the other side that's reflected in
Reflection.
It's a sidewalk actually.
Well,
that's why I took it because it was a reflection.
But I like it.
I like it too. It's just that it wasn't in the picture. It was in the street. That's what the street looked like.
They come across this small little tiled.
They were, yeah, quite right. And I just thought it was so weird. And I just like the colors and I like the little plant. And
you saw
why someone would have that in a shop window is a mystery to me, but there we are.
Yes. Well, it was waiting for you, Kim.
Okay, all right.
Great job.
Now, Janice, this is my version of a still life, and it was in a window. And I have a friend who's from California who went to art school, and I was explaining to her that I had great difficulty doing still lifes because I lined everything up and then I took a shot. And she said, Kim, that is an OCD still life. So this is not obsessive compulsive disorder still life. So this is not. This is a shop window.
Oh, wow.
Oh, boy. Serendipity.
Yeah, so this is my only still life. Well, I had another one, but this is it. I mean, I didn't have to arrange anything. It was already done like that.
But can I read the one before this as a still life?
Absolutely.
Yeah. I do too.
This is
I
still life.
love it.
Yes, I
Yeah.
agree.
You're right. You're right, Neela. It is a
Same
still
here.
life.
Yeah.
It is a still life.
This new one is a collection of so much. You know, it's hard to say what it is. It's,
Yeah.
let's see it again, please.
Yeah.
This one or this one?
Yes, the latest one that you were just.
Yeah.
Yes.
I just liked all the jewelry in the window.
Okay.
You know.
Okay.
And it was the same street. It might have been next door.
The
In fact, it was a street leading up to the street where there was Maestro Fabuloso.
The only problem with this piece is that the eye can't rest anywhere.
Too much,
darts
is it?
around like it just boom. Yeah.
And it
Okay.
and it also may not be your OCD, but it's somebody's OCD.
No, Ken, this isn't OCD because it's not arranged. You know, when I was doing my still lifes, I actually was dumb enough to line everything up.
Yeah.
You know,
Well,
1, 2, 3, 4, and that's not a still life. And I didn't realize it. I didn't see it. I just didn't know why it looked stupid when I photographed it.
well,
So this is not OCD. This is like random.
well, I'm just saying that whoever did it, it's OCD for them. I'm not talking about you.
Oh, okay. All right. Okie dokes. I just have a couple more. So this is a restaurant I went to with that gal, Lena. It's called Puerto de Inca, and it's Peruvian. And it's very nice. And on my way to the baño, I took this shot.
Nice. The hearts really set it off nicely.
I love those.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean the little hearts on the stairs?
Yeah.
Well, you know, I'll tell you the truth. In Argentina, they are just, I mean, I mean, don't mean to be so effusive, but they are just so lovely. They really are, you know. Like when you leave the restaurant, they will embrace you and kiss you.
Oh.
And when you go in a taxi and you give them just a tiny tip, they go, "Oh, gracias, mi amore." Well, would anyone here say that if you gave them $2?
I was just going to say, it sounds
You'd have to pay them a lot of money for them to say that to you, you know.
sounds just like America, right? Yeah, exactly.
So you know, I mean, it's just lovely.
It is.
And I'm
It's
sorry
beautiful.
that Walcott isn't here to corroborate that feeling.
Colors are great.
Okay, my final is what shot that Walcott actually had done. I don't know if that is the shot. Oh, what happened?
I don't know. It disappeared.
Yeah.
I think you hit the X.
Oh, well, I'll have to leave it for next time. It was a man on a horse that Walcott did a few weeks ago. And I'm not sure if it was the same man on the same horse, but it might have been in the same area.
We saw it for about 2 seconds.
Yeah, you saw it for 2 seconds, but I'll get it back next week. You're right, Bob. I must have pressed the this thing here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, very sad. Anyway, I'll leave you with the hearts and the hugging and the kissing.
On the stairway, let me add that this would be a candidate for a "Just Don't Fall."
Oh yes, very much so. Very much so. Very much so. Very much so indeed. Very much so. Yeah.
Great colors.
Bob, you're not talking about our general average age when you say that, are you?
No, it's my message to everyone.
Oh, okay.
No. You know what, Bob? I didn't have it in my mind that day that I took the man on a horse shot because I did fall, and I'm still recovering from the scraping of the knee. It takes a long time to heal what do you call those things? You know, when you were a kid, you always had those things, a graze. When you were a kid, they healed very quickly, but I guess when you get older, it takes a long time.
Yeah.
I think. I don't know, because mine's taking a long time. Okay, guys, thank you very much.
All right.
Thank you, Kim.
Oh, now I have to get up.
Very nice. Very nice.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
Alden, would you like to share?
Sure, that's perfect timing because at one point when we were looking at those great windows in that Philly piece, it reminded. I was going to say, "Hey, can I be next?" Thank you. All right.
Yes, you can.
You'll see why. So, all right, share. Can you see that?
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Oh, I see.
Oh, that is gorgeous.
So the story of this is that this was the first stage of 2 paintings. Each measures 22 high by 34 wide.
Wow.
Wow.
That I started in 2013. And this was, after I'd penciled it. And I was looking at this earlier today and I realized, and why did I decide to overlap certain details like, these 2 buildings here in the same thing, rather than making them just sort of butt up to each other? I have no idea why I made that decision, because looking at it now, it's like, this is really stupid, but whatever. It was done, and I got, I got beyond that to do here you are. I took the painting on the left, which is looking northwest, and developed this.
Oh, wow.
And at some point, it looks like a conflagration more than a sunset, I think, but whatever.
I do love these rooftop things in the city, and I think this is so gorgeous. I really like it a lot.
And
beautiful.
And I was going to compliment you, Alden, on one of your rooftop shots.
This is a painting that I actually spent a fair amount of time on, particularly in the detail of the buildings.
Mm-hmm.
And I actually, this was in the Classic Club, I believe, sometime probably 13, 14, maybe 15. I don't remember how long it took me to actually put it into a show as a single painting. But that left, that other painting that's supposed to be part of is a pair. And it is basically nothing has ever happened to it until about a month ago, in thinking about Bright Lights, Big City, I thought about, I wonder what I might do to alter that painting, or to bring it to completion that might fulfill that. So I decided to turn it into, for some reason, what's in the way there? Thank you. So I decided to turn it into a night scene. I totally grayed out the bottom of it.
Wow.
I'll just flash back to this other. So it went from being these sort of pleasant, sort of Miami Beach earth tones to being totally grayed out. It was just a wash of Payne's gray to sort of subdue it all. And it sat that way for almost a whole month. It wasn't until yesterday that I brought it to this stage.
Oh.
Yay. So there we are. Now, what's next? What's going to happen in those windows?
Yes.
We shall see.
Very tantalizing. We have to wait.
The painting of this nature has actually been on my mind for quite some time, based on a photograph that I took years ago before I lived here, of building across the street at night or just at dusk, with brightly lit. So this will be my tribute to that, trying to create some sense of life in at least some of those windows. We'll see how long this takes. All right, so that's
progress.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Alden, I have a question for you.
But Alden, does this mean that the originals don't exist because you've painted over it? Because that would be kind of sad.
Well, they
But
don't.
the original was in progress. Ken.
Yeah, they sort of exist in this. I mean, this one. I mean, the one on the left is still intact. It's only this one.
Oh, good. Now, I'm glad you saved something of the originals, because I think the originals are lovely.
Well, I mean, this is only a memory. It's now a file.
Yeah.
And that's enough. That's enough, actually. So I think, I was obviously concerned because it took me between 3 and 4 weeks to finally move from that to this, to say, go ahead and do it, because once you do it, there's no turning back. So it's whatever's next is next. We'll see.
Alden, on the two next to each other, can we go back to that for a second?
This one? Nope.
Well, you can stay there. Yeah. One, of course, the what buildings are on the cityscape dated, but I'm curious. Dead center above the white roof, is that Billy Penn? I'm just curious.
Yes.
All right.
That is in fact. Let's see. Ta-da, ta-da.
Yeah, zoom that out.
Probably very
Stylized.
very
There it is. There it is.
Oh,
I-
there you are.
Tested.
I
Surprised
Oh, aren't you eagle
as
eyed?
it is.
Good for you.
I know it. I know it. I know it.
Yeah.
I know it.
Yeah.
Of course, I no longer have that view because of the deck that's basically sitting on that particular roof.
Right.
Got it.
All right.
Thank you for pointing that out.
Okay. I thought so.
I think, Alden, what I love about what you did, and I also love that photograph that you did a couple of weeks ago of a cityscape thing. It's very hard to make Philadelphia row houses look appealing. I mean, in my opinion, much as it may not sound nice, but you've managed to do that. You've managed to make it look, as you said, like Florida.
Hopefully like life, even
Yeah.
though the sky itself is kind of like, well, it's so many. it's a wild sky.
But maybe that is what the buildings look like, if only we could see them that way.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, it's how I chose to interpret it. I didn't try to become an Estes. I love his work and I have great respect for it, but I would be a fool to try to consider, doing that kind of intense work. I have a whole other thing. So, yeah.
That,
right.
Very nice, Alden. Very, very
Very
good.
nice.
Thank you.
Very.
It's fun. I look forward to seeing what happens here.
Yeah.
In those windows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Alden, just put a big sign, playa, whatever it is, but estacionar prohibido.
Okay, I'm not sure why, but whatever. We'll talk about that another time. All right, take me down.
All right. Thank you, Alden.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Alden.
Thank you.
Sarah, would you like to show your work with Bob now?
Sure, I'd like to do that. Very much so.
What do you want first? The beach?
Whichever you want to. Whatever
right.
easiest.
All right. Then I will start out with the stream, I think it is. All right.
You mean my creek?
The creek.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Can you see that? Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I always lived in the city. Not that it's not so much, the country here, but I have a creek within walking distance, although lately I haven't been able to do that walk. And I just love it. There's ducks that come to it and other birds, and there's a bench there. And so instead of doing the whole thing, I like to zero in on a piece that, I find more interesting. Yeah. Yeah. So I don't know, is this representative or, what would you call that?
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. Realism, I would say.
The landscape.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Water.
When I first looked at the piece, I thought it was an abstraction.
Did you really?
Mhm.
Ted, did you really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I could see that.
Sure. Yeah.
I
So
suppose it
that's-
could be. It could be.
Right. And I just tried to make it a little more unique by just taking a piece of it, which is what I'm doing with a lot of photography now. Instead of a straight shot, zeroing in on a piece that I see is unique and
Yeah.
says a little bit more.
Yeah. Sort of minimalism.
And also turning it into a monotone rather than.
Yes. Thank you. Yes, you're right.
I was just going to ask about that.
Sure. That makes a big.
It's not. It looks black and white, but it's not.
But it,
Right.
It has a little magenta glow to it. Did
Yes,
you put
it does.
that? Yeah.
It's that magenta again.
Yeah, it's a warm glow rather than a cool glow.
Textures are wonderful.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
All right.
it's a wonderful little spot.
In the water.
Which,
Well, there's
where,
so much movement in the water and the reflection.
where is that creek, Sarah?
Well, it's Willow Grove in Montgomery County,
Gotcha.
and we live in a complex, and it's like right in the middle of the complex.
Wow. Is there a name for that creek? Do you know?
Not that I know of. No,
Okay.
it's probably a piece of a larger body of water.
Big Cut Creek.
But I've seen some wonderful reflections down there. It's just
Oh yeah.
glorious. And again, you know, I'm a city girl, so having this so close, it was just joyous for me.
We've titled it Up the Creek.
Ah, there you go.
No, the title is My Creek. The
yeah,
title was
Creek.
My Creek.
All right.
Belongs to me.
Sarah, which city did you grow up in? You say you're a city girl.
Philadelphia.
Did you?
Yes.
Same here.
Northeast,
Same here.
southeast? I don't know. I mean, where did
West
you grow
Oak,
up?
West Oak Lane in Philadelphia.
Sarah, we
And-
probably lived a few blocks away from each other.
Where did you grow up?
Well, I grew up at on Mount Pleasant and Gilbert Street, which is a little further west and north than you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, we were what? West Oak Lane. Yes.
Yeah, but West Oak Lane was the temple I went to, West Oak Lane Jewish Community Center. So right on.
Oh, yeah, that's not where I went, but
Right.
yeah, it was a great place to grow up. It was a great place.
Yeah.
Was it?
Oh, it's a cool area. Yeah.
Really? Okay. I don't know it, so yeah.
Okay, I put up your next one, Sarah.
Yes.
Okay. Do
Still-
you see it? Do you
Get
all see
down-
it?
No.
No, we
I don't think
still
it's
have
down
the
to the
creek.
creek and take
All
a
right,
look.
I'm going to have to, it's more complicated than I thought. All right, I'm going to do it again. Share screen. All right, and now I think I can share screen. Do you see that?
Oh,
Yes.
Oh, that's gorgeous.
Uh-huh.
Very nice.
Mhm.
Now that is my kitchen window again,
Wow.
and
How lovely.
Geranium?
well, I do a lot of rooting. I try to save geraniums
Right.
from the summer, and I just do a lot of rooting on that windowsill. But the gold vase is one that I found in a thrift shop, and I looked up, and it's worth something. I still have it, but it was interesting to see all the, well, it's not in this one, to just have that one piece of color in that shot.
Yes.
It's a beautiful color.
I think it's gorgeous.
It's, yeah,
definitely a gift that window gives you.
yeah.
Yeah, that is a continuing motif.
Yeah.
Your quiet mornings looking out the window.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
making muffins. She makes muffins for Mike.
Very nice. Yes.
It almost looks as if the sun is directly illuminating it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
It had to have been. It had to have been.
That is
Sarah, is it snow
not lighting
outside
the
that I see there? Is it snowing? Was it snowing?
That I don't think so, because the branches on the trees would have the white on them.
Yeah, I just see white,
But
like in.
Looks like snow.
Just
Yeah,
see.
looks like snow behind there.
There could be, that could
Oh,
be.
yeah. Absolutely, that's snow cover.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Sarah, would you allow me to say one thing? Just
Sure.
okay. You know, I'm sort of
I'll always
experimenting.
like you.
Oh, bless you. I'm just experimenting with minimalism, right? I mean,
Yes.
there's this guy called a photographic eye, and I'm just thinking now, you know, shut me down. I don't mind. I wonder what it would be like if you just cut. Do you want me to stand up and show you?
Yeah, well, it's
Can
not
you
up
see my
now.
hand? I know you can't see my hand. It doesn't matter.
No,
I
no.
guess what I would do is I would just cut out an experiment with just that, leave out the top of the trees, leave out the blue thing, and just focus on those two pots and the orange.
Right. Well, in honesty, I did do that. Maybe next week I can make a note to show them, because what I did a close up of the gold vase and looked out, and I did take quite a few shots. So I'm going to make a note of that. But I did do that, and I thank you for your comment.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I just had to say it. I don't normally tell
That's
people what they
fine.
should do, but it's just because that's such a beautiful thing, that those two pots and then the vase.
It's not a problem. Sarah tells me what to do all the time.
Okay, Sarah, I'm going to get up your third one now.
Okay. Mike, don't wreck my image.
Oh, yeah.
Do you see that?
Sarah, that is a wow.
Beautiful. Very nice.
That's my same window.
There's that tree.
Wow.
And what I will show you is, see how I zeroed in and made one photograph out of this. You see the wine bottle hanging?
No.
The
I
green
can see.
one?
I'm
Yeah.
sorry, I messed it up.
No, we're not seeing anything that you're doing.
No, we are. We are, Sarah. We're seeing
I
some
lost
pictures.
the picture. Oh, here it is. Well, you see the wine bottle?
No.
That has a round bottom, and you have to hang
I
it.
see it.
So,
Oh, the green one?
The
green one, yeah.
yes.
Oh, yeah.
Now, see,
That was
Sarah,
a-
to me, that's like a still life in a way.
Yes. I
Isn't it?
do have one shot of just that. And that was from my mother. And I have a large green bottle and a small one. And Mike, several years ago, with the fishing wire from his fishing rod, he made a hanging piece for me. So when I have fresh flowers, I can hang them from that window.
Nice.
Oh, nice. Very nice.
Good thinking, Mike.
Yeah. Yeah.
What makes the texture of this one?
Well, there's reflection. It's the reflection. It's just how I caught the light. You see on the upper left is the tree outside, the trunk of the tree.
Yeah.
It's the reflections.
But I think I would ask the same thing that Bob is. There's a uniform texture in the window, which looks like either an applied texture, or was that the
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
that there you go. Yep.
What is that,
Overdone.
Sarah?
Well, what I'm thinking is I did do that. I took that photograph a while back, and it may be that I did some alterations to the original, either on Mike's computer or in my phone. I really don't remember at this moment.
It looks good, though.
It does.
Yeah.
I bet it's a screen.
So it's not,
Yes, there is a screen on the other side.
Yeah.
Oh,
Very nice.
I like it a lot, though.
Yes.
It's dreamy.
Very nice. Very nice shot.
So I'm ready to buy the tulips again.
Oh, they haven't come out, have they?
It's that
No.
time of year.
Yeah, I
Yes.
already saw them, but I didn't get them yet.
Oh, maybe I should get tulips.
I have one tulip that comes out every year, and it still has not appeared. I know I can never find it until it's ready to bloom.
Yeah, I know what you mean about one tulip. I have that in my garden, one tulip, because the rabbits eat old. I've lost
Yeah.
$200 of bulbs to rabbits. And deer.
The
Yeah.
squirrels, the
And
squirrels
squirrels.
dig them up and eat them. The squirrels dig them up and eat them.
In your case, yeah. In my case, I don't know who eats them, but they're gone.
You don't have squirrels where you live?
Oh, yes, of course I do. Yes, many squirrels. In Northeast Pennsylvania, there's nothing but squirrels.
Yeah.
No rabbits?
Maybe it was the squirrels then, not the rabbits or the deer. I always blame the deer for everything.
Oh, I saw a rabbit last night.
Uh-huh.
Did
Yeah, we
you?
have rabbits here and deer and
Yeah.
I
Probably
think we have a wolf or whatever. What do we
a
have?
fox.
What's
Yeah,
that?
fox probably. A
Fox.
fox.
Fox, yeah.
Yep.
Well,
I
you
thank you,
realize,
Bob, for
Sarah, if
helping me with
Armageddon
this.
came, you wouldn't starve
Sure.
because you got a lot of protein. You got your rabbits, you got your deer.
Right.
Thank you. I have recipes. Thanks,
I don't
Sarah.
eat bunny rabbits. I couldn't eat a bunny rabbit.
We're moving on to Ted.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Sorry, Ted, we were taking up your time with jibber jabber.
All right, we see it.
Okay.
No, we don't.
I'm going to show you a series of pieces. I'm having a one-person show at the Plastic Club July 1st.
Nice.
Oh,
June.
nice.
June.
Nice.
I'm putting together my work for that.
And
So,
that'll be quite a task, won't it?
yeah, I'm afraid so. So I'll quickly go through it. There's just 5 small pieces that I'm going to include.
Oh,
Mm.
nice.
Mm.
I like the shapes,
Oh,
Ken.
yes.
It's unusual.
Love
I
the
don't think
color.
you've done anything like that.
Love the color.
Yep.
Mhm.
Plus, you've broken up your usual giant sweeping lines are still there, but you've broken them up with angles. I like that.
Yeah,
a
I
lot.
like that. It's very
Yeah.
unusual.
Yep.
Yeah, it is for me. It is.
Ah, there they
Oh,
are.
Nice.
wonderful.
Beautiful. Yep.
Again, I always put in this texture. I love this texture so much.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes,
Mhm.
yes.
Oh,
Oh, like that.
Gosh,
Wow.
Yeah.
very nice.
Oh, that's-
Very.
South of France, I
Wow.
call that one.
Summertime.
I feel
Yeah.
like,
Yes.
That's
I
cool.
feel like that's
Boy.
a departure for you in terms of color
It is.
combo.
Yes.
combination.
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
Hot colors going on there.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it's unusual for me.
Yeah.
Yes.
Very nice.
And this one,
Nice.
a little more subtle.
Muted, very nice, muted.
Mhm. And this one.
Very nice.
Ooh.
A
Wow.
lot of movement there.
No
Yeah.
sharp edges or no points. It's all
Yeah.
curves.
Right. Right.
Very nice.
Nice.
Are you going to frame these?
This will be framed. Yeah, these are going to be very small. I think they're only about 10 and a half by 8.
Hmm.
So they're going to be pretty small. And
Well-
2 nights, I took a couple shots of the sky because it was
Whoa. Yeah.
Ooh,
very unusual, I thought.
wow.
Nice.
This shot and this shot.
Wow, you get some amazing skies where you live.
Yeah,
Yeah, we do.
especially this time of the year.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't even
Mhm.
see skies like this out of my window in Buenos Aires, and I had like a whole vista. I just don't see the skies like you see them. I don't have them, no matter where I go.
Wow. And this is my last still life from last.
Oh, I
Wow.
like that.
Nice.
Wow, that's
Very
beautiful.
nice, Ted.
Yeah. Beautiful.
Wow.
Really
Beautiful.
good.
Wow. The handling of that glass vase is spectacular.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Wow. Yeah, thank you.
Ted,
Very nice.
Ted,
Yeah.
sometimes I feel so frustrated because if only, and I know we've said this so many times before, and you have made it into a triptych and all that, if you made it like really big, you would be in Sotheby's or Christie's or Phillips. I have no doubt. I have no doubt in my mind. It's just very frustrating to me.
Well, my one of my fantasies is to see one of these on a building in the city.
Well, then you have to
it.
you must do it in Philadelphia. You must go to that, whoever it is, arts commissioner or whatever. And,
Yeah, the mural arts organization.
Jane
yeah, you
Gold-
must do that.
Jane
You must
Golden.
do that, Ted.
Jane-
You must put
yeah.
everything down and do that. Because your work really deserves. I mean, I told you
It
that in
does.
Buenos Aires I passed this Casa Quintana, which was an art gallery cum furniture store. Your stuff would look so great right up there. I mean, it would. It really would.
Well, thank you very much.
It's designed to be huge, like Gerhard Richter,
Oh,
which
God.
I've told Janice about with her clouds, which are better than Gerhard Richter's, by the way.
Thank you, Ken.
Thanks, Ted.
I want to say, I have seen Ted's work smaller, and they look like little jewels. So there's
I
that
bet.
possibility with his work as well.
Yeah. Yeah, but I'm only speaking from the point of being the person that watches all the Sotheby's and Christie's and
Sure.
Phillips.
No,
And
I understand.
unfortunately, size matters. I'm sorry to say that.
Yeah.
They
I've
now
been-
have a new
I've-
category.
I've
You know,
been
there was
saying
the
that for
now.
years.
Look, there's the contemporary, then there was the now. Now there's the new now. You could be in the new now, but it has to be big. You can't be small. I'm sorry, just that's how it is.
I'll give.
Good thing Vermeer isn't living now.
That's right.
Could somebody tell me what Mike is doing with his camera?
I don't know. I think
Mike.
he's taking a picture of all of us in the. He's taking like the candid camera, or squares or whatever, Hollywood squares. I think. I don't know. Who knows?
I thought I had my camera turned off. I was just drawing something. I mean, I thought I had the camera in the phone turned off. So
We were watching. We
Yes,
saw
we
it.
were.
We were.
Well, we are up to Janice.
Ah. Okay. All right. I showed a couple of,
Oops. You're echoing.
I don't know why.
Cat number 2.
That's because of the door's open. I'll get the door.
Come here.
Please do.
Cat number 2.
Something number two. I didn't say anything.
Oh, that was me. Cat number 2 came in.
Oh, okay. Mystery solved. All right. Ken showed us his, I can hear myself. Ken showed us his wall shadows, some, a while back.
Mhm.
And then last week I showed wall shadows that I had taken that were completely different.
Yeah.
And now another use of shadows for me in 1986
Oh, great.
were these leaf reflections that I then turned into pastel. Well, now it won't come up. No. Where is it? Why is it doing this? Oh.
You're doing share screen?
That's how I started. Now it just says pick a window. Well, I did. What else do you want from me?
Go down to the bottom.
AI is fucking with you.
I can't stand it. I just can't stand it.
Scroll down to the bottom of your
There.
screen.
Okay,
There.
now we got it.
Yeah.
There we go.
There-
Oh,
My
Ooh.
God. Did you do that, Janice?
Yes.
Oh my God.
AI.
trees reflected or plants reflected shadows on on my paper, and then I started to see colors, and
Nice.
I think this
there
is
they are.
very spectacular, Janice.
oh, they are.
Thank
Can,
you.
can
Janice,
you,
this is super spectacular. This is
See them
definitely
individually?
Sotheby's Christie's Phillips.
Yeah.
We see them individually, or can we only see them in this format?
can you zoom in? Yeah, I'd love to see some
Well, can
of
you
them
make it big?
bigger.
Janice, can you make them like real full screen?
I'm
like each
trying
one
to
of them?
do that. Let's see. See.
If you use your magnifying glass and then just go over one of the, just
Right.
go over to the magnifying
Oh,
glass
okay.
on your tools,
Right.
right there, and then just choose one of them and go around it. You can drag it around one of them, but
Do
you
the
gotta
center. The one in the center will be easiest.
cancel that.
Yeah.
Cancel it. Now just take that and just go around any one of them you want.
Try the
Ah.
center.
You
I'll
can
start
click and
with the first
drag.
one.
Janice, click and drag. There you go. You can, yeah, okay.
Oh, these are pastel, right, Janice?
Yes.
Gorgeous.
So this was back in the day. Now this is a little fuzzy. I guess you could tell by the wording.
Yeah,
Now,
that is
up on-
beautiful. Beautiful.
It's beautiful.
Oh.
Thank you. I don't want to, take up too much time.
No, we
Yeah.
want
Wow.
Please do.
wanna-
Other people do. We all take up time, so do not be shy about that.
and we want to see them. We want to
Yeah, we want more of these.
Beautiful.
Wow.
Janice.
Yeah.
So please share them.
Janice, they're lovely.
They're
Yeah.
absolutely
Beautiful.
gorgeous. Really gorgeous.
And guess what? I have all of them, but I guess I did sell 3. But I have most of them myself.
And how big? What's their
Wow.
size? What's their
Um,
size?
What is this? 18 by 24.
Oh, they're big.
And then
Wow.
at the
I
end,
mean,
I'll
18 by
say-
24 inches. They're big. They're like poster size.
love that one.
Oh, yeah.
Oh
right.
my gosh. Well, that's even better, isn't it?
Big.
Yeah, I like the size for these. No, I can't move. Oh, there it is.
Shift, you won't move. Oh, there you go.
There.
Oh, that's so gentle.
They're so beautiful.
Yeah, they are gentle.
They are.
Little eyes. Oh, nice.
Gentle but abstract.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And such different colorations.
Yeah, so different.
Like that one with the black background. Oh,
Oh,
wow.
wow. They're
Ooh,
all,
yeah.
these are,
That's luscious.
it is. That's
Well
great.
done. Well done, Janice.
Thank you.
You blew it out of the water this time.
Well, you
That's wonderful.
usually do, Janice. You usually blow it out of the water, and these are
Oh.
spectacular.
Thank you. Thank you. I don't feel that way, but thank you.
Nice.
Oh,
Another
yeah.
nice
No,
one.
Janice.
Wow.
No, Janice. You have to start channeling
Oh,
Damien
look,
Hirst or Jeff Koons.
that
or
one.
Mike
That,
Conley.
Mhm.
You don't think they would say something like that, do you?
that one
They're
is,
not. They're too egoic.
Oh.
Wow.
these are really, oh, Janice.
Excellent.
I love the colors.
Oh,
Thank you.
Well, the whole thing is just so amazing. I could never come up with that in a million years.
Beautiful. Wow.
Now,
Really nice students.
wait.
Nothing to be shy about.
yeah.
Right.
You should show these at the Plastic Club, Janice.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
Yeah, you should,
Mhm.
Well,
Janice.
I showed them at the Ethical Society. I showed them here in the building. So, yeah. Oh, I know. I'm going to have a show next year in July, and I'll show them then. That's what
Next year where? Next year where?
Oh, I'm sorry. At the Plastic Club in the basement, in the
Oh,
Bob Jackson
wow.
Gallery.
Okay.
July.
Next.
Come on. Why can't I get the Yeah.
Drag the bar on the right. First of all, you may want to close your brush.
I
You
don't
may
know.
want to close some of those windows on your right.
I don't see any windows.
Okay, never mind.
Did you select the colors?
Oh, yes. Yeah, it was all instinctive.
Can we see the whole series again?
Why don't you grab the hands, Janice? Go to the go to the hands.
Oh my God. I'm sorry, everybody. Here we go.
There it is. You got the hand.
Yeah.
There.
Now what?
Okay.
Okay,
Show us
good.
the whole sheet. Take us through the whole sheet.
That you
Oh,
could
I
do
see
by.
what you're saying. Okay.
Yeah.
I
right.
remember now.
Ah, okay. Whoops. What happened to the others?
This is the learning experience. Well, beats me.
Did we accidentally crop?
I hope not.
I hope not too.
Just don't save anything because
There
when
we
you
go.
save it,
Yeah.
Okay, there you
There
go.
it is.
There you go.
There it is.
Yeah.
All right.
Wow.
Get off that crop button.
Zoom in.
And they're big. That's the thing. They're really big.
So it's a big series, yes.
That'll make a great show, Janice.
Yes, it would.
Yeah.
It would.
Oh, it did.
Yeah.
Right past it.
Yeah, I have all of these except for the one here on the bottom left.
Staccato.
And they're
Yes.
framed, aren't they?
Yes.
They
Wow.
must be
Still
close
framed.
to size.
And then
Look at
you
that.
on screen.
No, these are gorgeous.
God,
Yeah, they are.
zoom out.
You could take over all 3 floors easily.
Oh,
Mhm.
I don't think so. Not unless I did them in, over as giants.
Oh,
Fit on screen as a first step.
Do you mat them too, Janice?
Yeah, yes, they're matted and framed. And I
But they're really big, actually.
well, they're
18 by 24. That's big.
right. And by the time they're framed, they're, you know,
Wow.
bigger.
They're huge.
How
They're
wide?
massive.
How wide a mat do you use?
Oh God, I don't know.
2 or 3 inches, whatever.
Wow, I
Yeah,
like these as
somewhere
well. I
between
like
2
these
and
as well.
I think I may have. I don't remember. It's probably 2.5, but
Yeah.
okay. So these 2 are gone. These were the 2 biggest, and I'm really surprised.
Gone?
I'm surprised that they sold.
Oh, they're sold? So they're finished?
Yeah.
I'll tell you,
I'm not surprised.
I'm not
Janice.
surprised.
Yeah.
magic is in the black background, which makes
I agree with
colors
Alden
pop.
there. That somehow that
Absolutely.
brought it kind of
Yes.
in your
That
face.
was, that's just powerful.
Yeah, I agree.
But these were even bigger. These were I don't know, 24 by 40
Oh wow.
by the time they were framed.
Oh my Lord. Oh my Lord.
They were quite large. That
Oh, for
was the main
goodness
reason
sakes,
why.
Janice.
Pardon me?
I said, for goodness sakes.
Yeah.
I mean, that is out there, I'm telling you.
Do you do your own framing, Janice?
Hell no. You know, up to a point. But I'm no good with mats. And now that we have a little framing place next door that's very convenient.
Oh,
She's
yeah.
an artist herself. She really likes to work with you and get you what you need for the least amount of money because she understands. And
wow. Can you share her if we should ever go to 18 to 24? I haven't been there yet, but
And somebody else helps her frame them too.
oh,
Yeah.
like the guy with the big thing, canvas things that should be big. That guy.
yeah. Yes, Ted has helped often.
Okay.
So, okay. I think that's enough.
Oh,
Wow, that's really an eyeful. I'm telling you,
Yeah.
Janice, you really
Beautiful.
blew it out.
Thank you.
Very
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thanks very much.
Thanks.
I haven't done anything, I haven't done anything that I consider really significant, which is my pastels. I haven't done anything like that recently. But geez, I have a lot in storage.
Yeah.
Well, they are truly beautiful, Janice.
Yeah,
Really.
really good.
beautiful.
Thank you, Sarah. Thank you, everybody.
It was so nice to see them.
Yeah, absolutely.
I was surprised. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm talking
That's
too much.
okay. Keep going.
I was surprised when this happened. I forgot. Oh, Bob, I forgot to tell the story very quickly. There was, what do they call it?
One of those, one of those
Eclipse.
astronomical things where the sun and the moon blockade each other.
Eclipse.
Eclipse.
An eclipse.
Mm-hmm.
And it was during the daytime, and Janice and I, who had just started dating, we were walking around, and we looked at the ground, and there were these strange patterns, and she went into depicting those patterns.
Wow.
And I was amazed at the results.
The
my
patterns.
story.
The reason I noticed the patterns is because of the light and the blockage of the light. There were half moons.
Wow.
You know, all the shadows turned into half moons. And then one thing led to another, and I thought it might be really nice to work from plant shapes. You know, so then I looked at how it fell on one of my pieces of paper, and I blah blah. I went on.
Did you get to take photographs of that when you were outside walking, or was you were just
No.
No.
I tried,
It was
but couldn't get it.
It was in 1986, and there were newspaper photographs that were taken, and so I have some of those. Okay, that's enough.
Thank you, Janice.
Very nice.
Thank you, Janice.
Thank you.
Ken, do you have work to share?
I do, but going after Janice is.
Oh no! Stop that.
No, it's the truth. Janice, it's the truth.
No, it's not.
No, it is. Yes,
Drop
it is.
it. Drop it.
Yeah.
I'll give it a shot. Last week I talked about the Diana camera. I'm going to try to finish, and maybe this time and next time I'm going to finish the series to show folks.
Oh my gosh, look at this.
The
Wow.
Whoa.
This is a series. I have two children, two girls, Hannah. This is Hannah and Rachel. And of course, they were my willing subjects. And every shot you'll, or unwilling.
Yeah. I get it.
And all the shots were done with the Diana camera. And I certainly love the results, especially because they're my children. But the Diana camera did well by them. That's for sure.
Well, they're very beautiful kids.
Oh, thank you.
Nice.
My
Nice.
pride and
They're
joy.
probably all grown up now, aren't they, Ken?
Oh, they are. Yeah. As a matter of fact, Hannah is pregnant with her second child.
Oh,
So I'm
congratulations.
thank you. So I'm a grandfather with an 18-month-old, and she's pregnant. This is Hannah.
Beautiful.
Yeah, those are lovely.
That's a nice
Really
shot.
are.
That's beautiful.
Yes.
And again, back to talking about technique and technology and everything else. This is the lowest possible technology you could have as a photographer. But the rendering of detail or lack thereof, but tonal range is something that has always blown me away about the Diana camera.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Oh.
Wow,
And
what was it like that?
what I did here was I put a small flash I put it in a plastic bag to make it waterproof. And I had a trigger for it, and I had Hannah hold it underwater in front of her, and then remember last week I talked about holding open the shutter.
Right.
I held open the shutter and then just fired the flash off.
Wild. That really is wild.
And there is a spectacular park near where I lived, and we went there, rain or shine. We went for hikes, and they became my favorite models, of course.
In costume?
In costume, on a rainy day, and Saunders. This place
It looks
is
a little
called.
bit like a Ku Klux Klan convocation, right?
I did not even think of that. No, I did not even think of that.
I never saw it that way, but now I do.
No, do not be paranoid about that. That's Kim.
I'll try to get that out of my head.
Yeah, really.
Oh,
That's great.
This one was one of my favorites because when I think of how she grew up and her strength as a woman in the world, to me, this is always her confronting like the org, the monster in the road, and being able to deal with it.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's beautiful.
Thank you. This was also in a place called Saunders Woods.
Wow.
Ken, do your daughters live in Philadelphia, or do they live somewhere else?
Hannah, Hannah lives up here in Fairmount, within walking distance, and Rachel lives up in the Poconos.
Oh,
Wow.
This is Rachel.
Oh, wow.
And this is
Look at the hand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a hand. Okay.
Sure. Right. On her chest.
This was
Very interesting way to do a portrait. I like it.
Thank you.
I do like it.
Thank you.
I know she's a child, but it's very sensual.
I know. I didn't want to say that.
Well, this is a touchy subject. I mean, I'm willing to show it in our group because I think we're all progressive people, but it's borderline. I mean, even when I was taking it at the time, I was thinking, oh, am I crossing a line here? But it was so beautiful. The sunlight on her, and I can remember the whole experience. This was in a stairwell in our house, and there was a window way up above. And just this light was cast right down in that little tiny wedge. And it just was, I couldn't not do it.
Right.
I think it's a beautiful shot. Really.
It's
It really
incredible.
is. It really is.
Yeah, I like the face. I like her face.
Yeah.
I think that's magnificent.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
The whole, it's beautiful.
Thank you. They were both willing, and as I said, unwilling. This is Rachel again.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like I said, we went out, rain or shine. It was time to take some photos. I said, "Get your raincoats on. We're going out. We're going outside." They were pretty comfortable with doing this kind of thing.
You're a lucky man.
Thanks. And the last one is one of my favorites of Hannah.
Oh, wow.
Wow. Curious.
So
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Oh yes. I see it now.
Well,
How did you create that foreground? What is it?
Well, she's sitting inside a car, and that's I'm shooting through the windshield, and the windshield is reflecting.
Oh,
Okay.
Windshield.
Yeah.
Wow. Nice.
Thank you.
Nice. Good.
Very nice.
Thank you. So that's my offering.
Thank you.
Very good.
They're beautiful.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, really nice.
And you didn't cross the line.
No,
I appreciate
not at
it.
all.
I appreciate it. Thank you. I didn't think I did, but somebody might think of it.
But there is a line.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Can you go back 2 more or 3 more? It's the one of the landscape with the 2 pictures. Yes. I'm going to take a picture of that if I may.
All right.
That's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. Children having fun.
Oh yeah.
Mm. Despite the rain.
Oh yeah.
In the fog.
No clue clocks in my head.
they look like very old photographs. Why is that?
You're right.
Yeah.
19th century, really.
Yeah.
look.
Because they're not sharp.
Right.
Yes.
There's that.
You know, it's suggestive, and you can read a story into it as you're looking at this.
Yes. It's a beauty.
So it's almost like an illustration.
Yes.
Beyond, beyond illustration though, because illustration has become a kind of almost dirty word at times, especially among painters. You know, that sort of see themselves apart and not illustrators. So I'm wary of that word illustration. It goes beyond mere illustration. There's so much wonderful suggestion there that.
Oh yeah.
Well, thank you.
Whatever.
I appreciate everything that you said. And Sarah, this was taken. Were you? These were taken with this cheap toy camera, so that's another reason they look old.
That's right, because you missed that last week.
Yeah, you weren't here. And the negative, the black and white negative, is not 35 millimeter, but it was 2¼ inches by 2¼ inches. So the tonal range and the rendering of the black and white it has an old time feel to it. There's no question about it.
Yeah, I didn't mean that as a negative. It was just a question because you know, you see so many older photographs. I think they're beautiful, beautiful.
Oh, I took it as a compliment. I didn't take it.
Yeah.
But
I like that one.
Oh, that's my favorite.
She, again, this is a perfect case of where the type of medium I was using really rendered the scene differently than digital would do it, or 35 millimeter would do it.
Yeah.
There's no question about it. Well, that's it. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Ken.
Thanks, Ken.
Really nice.
Thank you for sharing that.
Now, have I given everybody a chance to share?
Valerie?
No, she didn't have work.
No.
Nina has joined us.
Where's Nina?
Nina from Atlanta, down at the bottom.
I see Nina. Yeah, at the bottom. Yeah.
In her satellite.
Nina, do you have work to share?
I can. I send it to Bob, but
yes, I will put it on. Nina, you can explain it. Let me see. Let's see if I can do this right. There.
Got to bring it over. There we go. Oh,
that's
beautiful.
Like stained glass.
Nice.
It really
Yeah.
is.
Oh, that is spectacular.
thank you.
Wow.
This
Look
is
at
the same
textures.
series. The same series I was working on before. There's a couple more of that. So it's the background is the figure is transfer, and the background is airbrushing with stencils, acrylic, and it's fairly it's a mid-size image. It's not canvas. It's not very big, but I'm trying to do them all the same size. So it's maybe when I have it completed, then I'll take a photo of them together. So this is a few weeks ago I shared one. This is of that series.
And let me show your other one. You sent me two. It's going to take a second here. Yeah. Haven't mastered this yet. All right, now I'm ready to go. Can you see that?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's another nice. Another figure too.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's the figure in there.
Nina, what kind of medium is it? Is it paint? Is it
It's
watercolor?
airbrush, acrylic, airbrushed acrylic on canvas, and then the figure is a transfer.
Oh.
Don't know
So
if the
each
pieces,
one of them has the same exact.
I know your
I'm using the
intention
same
is,
set of stencils. It's the same exact size canvas.
Isn't
Or a set
airbrush
that
like
will
a
go
can
together.
of paint?
Yeah.
I don't know what an airbrush is. I mean, is it like a can of paint? Nina, is it paint in a sort of
Could be an
what's
actual, could
it
be
mean,
an actual
airbrush?
airbrush.
Like
Spray
spray
paint.
paint, like spray
You
painting.
could use that too. I'm using an airbrush machine. It's just like a spray linked to a compressor,
Right.
and then you can put your color in it and spray. It's just kinder for the lungs because it doesn't have the additives. Those the spray cans will give you the same exact effect, but they have aerosols and things like those in it. So this, if you're going to use it a lot like I do, it's better to not expose yourself a lot to that. So I'm using this round.
Nina, it's awkward for me to say this, but it's such powerful pieces.
Oh, did I? Am I still here?
I don't even know if the figures are important to have it there.
I see the figure now. I didn't actually see it before.
Oh, I saw it.
I just
Sorry, I'm freezing. It's throwing me in and out.
I think it's the contrast between the shapes of the figure and however you've created these geometric shapes with the color, I think is so dynamic. And my eye is drawn by all the lines right to the figure.
Yeah.
Exactly.
The figure makes more of a story about it, mixed in with all the colors and shapes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I have a question. You say that the figure is a transfer, so that means that is actually applied after you've done.
I think we lost Nina.
Oh no.
It's breaking up.
Yeah, she's not. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. We'll never know.
Hope it's not something like that.
There she
Okay, she's back.
Oh, she's back.
Nina, are you in a car or a plane, as we said before?
I'm so sorry, my plane had turbulence. It just dropped Wi-Fi. I apologize.
You're in an airplane?
No, I'm in the car. I'm in the car on the way
She's in the
home.
car. Yeah, she's in some mode of transportation, isn't she?
So
You're not moving, I hope.
May I ask that question again? So
yeah, repeat it.
Ask this question about the figure. You said that's a transfer. Now, does that mean that's actually applied after you've done all the preliminary painting?
Yes. So you take a print on a particular kind of paper, and then you apply. There are many things you can apply. I'm doing this with acetone, and you can just transfer it with some pressure, and it will transfer directly. You can also would be much easier for me to take a photo and just do this in Photoshop and then print it. But that is a direct, tangible way. And it gives you a different effect because it won't transfer as neatly as Photoshop does. So you still have room for effects.
But I don't think you would
in
be able
that kind of transfer.
Would you be able to get such soft effects along? That was the thing that really surprised me because the edges are so soft. And I think with transfers is a much sharper edge. So that to me is just really mastery that done that.
I agree.
Really quite amazing.
Yeah. Oh, they're fabulous.
Yeah. I want to comment.
There's a coating over the transfer. Is there a coating over the transfer?
Yes, there is. Yes. So I worked on it, and it does give a sharper edge than this. You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
But then I've gone in and worked on it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You got it.
Having the figure, I think, gives it a different sense of scale.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, Ted is
I
right.
really like it.
It doesn't necessarily need the figure, but the figure does
Right.
take it to another dimension.
Yeah.
Right, right, right.
So
I think it's
so
beautiful.
your background is done and then you add the figure. Is that right?
Yes, yes.
So
So
you
I
could
didn't, yes.
you could take a picture of the background before you put the figure on, and then a picture of it after you take a figure, and it'd be interesting to compare the two sometime.
Yes,
You
absolutely.
know, I actually
Yes.
took it. I actually didn't see it right away for me, and then I see it, and now it's so dominant. I'm surprised I didn't see it.
So are we.
Yeah.
I like
Yeah, and
this figure.
it's just playing with scale because the ones that I see without the figure, they don't look so monumental. But with the body in there, and we know the brain knows the scale of the body approximately. So it just has this really big feel to it. It's not a very huge canvas, maybe like 1620. But just adding the body like that changes the feel. I'll bring it next time. I'll bring the before and after. And it's very interesting to see how that perception is simply one figure, and then it makes so much of a difference.
Oh,
Yes.
absolutely.
Thank you.
Very nice. Beautiful work.
Thank you,
Yeah,
Nina.
yes.
That's
Thank you.
really
Thank
fun
you
to
so
see.
much. Thank you, Bob. Thank you.
Okay.
Good.
And here's let's just get a view of Nina in her. I consider it a space station. Let me just get a view of that.
Flight capsule.
Yes.
Yeah, it does look like that.
There it is. There it is. I'm convinced it is in space.
Yeah, I'm going to show you.
A street.
That's my view.
Wow.
I'm in a parking spot.
Oh, because you're not driving.
What a great way to get some privacy, Nina.
I know.
That's so clever. I'll have to try that.
It works.
Never takes.
All right. Thank you, Nina.
Thank you.
Okay. So I have a collage. Let's see. Get through all my screens. Okay.
Oh, wonderful. Oh, I love that.
Oh my goodness,
That
Grace.
is so great.
Love it. Love it. Love
Yeah,
it.
I do love that.
That is fabulous.
It is. It's so inventive.
Yep.
And that is my collage for the week.
Oh.
And
Nicely
the girl
done.
steering through the window.
Neela,
Yeah.
Neela,
Yes.
you just as an experiment, if you could show it to us next week, you have it as an oblong. If you had it the other, like horizontal, you have it vertical. I wonder what that would look like. I don't know. I like the way you
I
did
don't
it.
think
I'm
it would
just
work.
wondering.
Well, it would be hard because the face has to be up and down.
Makes sense for the face. It would look
Yeah.
great for the fish, but not for the face.
Yeah.
Right.
Mhm.
The fish could swim any which way.
I see. I see.
Are these cut out or is this on Photoshop?
No, this is all paper.
Oh, I see. I'm sorry. You know what, Neela?
Yeah,
I think I have problems seeing faces because now I see the face.
Just seeing the face.
oh, Kim,
I really have a hard time seeing faces, obviously.
yeah, that's okay. We'll point them out.
Please, I know you pointed it out, but I still didn't see it.
Look
Well,
at the
it's
face in the
hard.
window.
I just saw like an abstract. That's what I saw. My brain.
Yeah.
Remember, the brain sees. It's not the eyes. I don't think.
Exactly.
So I didn't see the face. That's why I said I wonder what it would be like if you made it horizontal.
Yes.
Because I didn't see the face.
Yeah,
I just saw an abstract.
it's teasing out the puzzle pieces.
Yeah.
Well, it also there's, if I may indulge in the erotic. I mean, having that shape below where it is, the fish shape. I hate to say it, but
Oh, go ahead.
Then don't.
okay, I'll leave it up to you. Let's put it this way, Nina, it's perfectly placed.
Very good. Very good.
Now you
I like it a lot. I like what you did with the whole background as well. It's just very abstract. I like it.
The rectangular background is made of two things, right?
Which are
rock and fabric.
There's really no fabric in it. It's an abstract landscape.
Is it?
Is
I
the
like it.
landscape itself been turned 90 degrees? Is that why we sort of want to see it on its side?
I think so, yeah.
That's part of what would make the eye think it could be turned. Yes.
Yes.
It looks
Definitely.
like a landscape.
That window, the window, you can't turn it because of the window.
Sure.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No, I understand that, but it looks like the landscape has been turned 90 degrees.
Yeah, it has been.
Oh,
I see another face. The lower left looks like a clown face.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, right. With a frowny.
Yeah, that's kind of fun. Yeah, Janice.
And I love your collage work, Neela.
Yeah, I think it's really a good new direction. It really is.
And did you put the word "we" in there specifically, or was it just coincidental?
Which word?
The word "we."
Oh, I see.
On your bib.
Oh, yes, that was. I did put that in.
If only I could see it, but that's okay. I believe it's that.
It's very faint, and it's on the dress of the woman behind the window.
Oh, wow.
Almost dead center, not quite. Just to the left of
Right. If I
I
may
sort
be-
of see something very faintly. Yes, I do. But I wouldn't
See
have
it
thought
again?
so.
Can we see it again?
Can you see?
Yes, I see it now.
Maybe
I just see
zoom
it,
in.
Mila.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't have noticed it, quite frankly.
I forgot it was there. Yeah.
Either.
I have to throw in a little technical reality here. Screen definition, screen quality, and everything like that. You know, earlier, Kim, you said it's the brain sees, not the eye. Well, the eye does allow a certain amount of light in, and if your screen is not really a good screen, that may be talking about why you're not seeing certain
You
things.
mean my computer screen?
Yes, exactly.
Okay, maybe so. Maybe so.
Yeah. And maybe, you can up the light on the screen or lower the light.
Yeah.
So maybe that might help Kim.
Right.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Beautiful.
Well, cataract
you, Neil.
surgery might help.
Thank you.
Very, very nice. Love it.
Trying to get it to stop, but there. Got it. Okay. And Bob, we're up to you with the news.
The art news. All right. The new Prime Minister of the United Kingdom, Rishi Sunak, has said there is no way that the Parthenon marbles are going to be returned to Greece.
Whoa.
He says, absolutely not. And of course, the Greek prime minister says that they were stolen and more to come, I suspect.
How were they stolen? How were they stolen from Greece? Was it during the Second World War or?
A long
it was-
time ago.
Yeah, before the Second World War, it was. I don't know the details,
The
but
argument,
it is fishy.
It is
the argument
fishy,
is
yeah.
basically that the Brits actually helped to save some of these things that probably could have been, broken down, destroyed even more. Or at least that's the hope, that the Brits were doing that. And how much truth there is in that? I think there's an element of it, yes. In certain countries,
I
yes.
agree with that, but I think we all know that as much as a lot of us might be descendants from the British, what an evil empire it was.
Yeah.
Well, yes. All
it was-
empires are ultimately. That's what happened.
Well, I wouldn't go that far, Ken.
Oh, I would. I would, Kim, I would go further than that.
Would you really?
Power
Right.
corrupts.
Would
and
you
absolute
really?
power
Would you
corrupts,
really?
absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I have some thoughts, but not for tonight.
Not
Yeah,
Not
all
let's
about the
that.
not-
British necessarily, but by the nature of imperialism.
Well,
Because I
Yeah.
think we're in a situation now of reverse imperialism, so
right.
we won't go there.
Yeah,
Good.
Yeah.
That would have been my next book had I stayed on in academia.
right.
Wait,
Well,
which,
there's-
Reverse imperialism is called
Ugh.
anti-colonialism.
No,
But
that's
yeah,
not what I mean.
it's an interesting subject, but let's move on. For
No,
Absolutely.
the sake
that's
of
what,
time.
not
Wait.
what I mean.
which
No.
British museum was this again?
Probably the British.
But,
The big one.
Oh, the big one. Okay, because
Yeah.
there's quite a few of them that have stolen stuff and refused to give it back.
Sure.
Yeah.
Rich people.
All right. Here is this is Shu Li Chang. She was a Taiwanese. She is a Taiwanese American artist. She was in an exhibition in Hong Kong, and they removed her work because she discusses gender nonconformist. So that's what's happening in Hong Kong with the Chinese. We suspected it would happen. In another story,
Ooh, look
Ooh.
at that.
the Dutch Museum, the Maurits House, was embarrassed when one of the pictures in its show on Vermeer's Girl with a Pearl Earring turned out to be AI generated.
Oh my God.
Generated.
And if you're familiar with
You're not saying the original in that show was this, was it? I think this was created as a result of, right?
Yeah, surely.
well,
Well,
they
yeah.
fed Vermeer's painting into an AI generator, and this is what came out.
But this is not what is on the walls of the museum
No.
as a
It
Vermeer.
is what was on the wall in the museum.
As a
Not,
Vermeer.
not as Vermeer.
No, not as a Vermeer, as a
Okay.
Julian
No one would be
Van
fooled that this is a
Dongen.
Yeah.
Vermeer.
How dare he?
You're right, Alden. That it's different. That it was suggested.
It was derived from.
Yeah,
Well,
but it was still. They thought it was done by an artist, but it was done by a machine.
AI.
I love
Oh
it.
my gosh. You know, it's gonna, we live in a
Interesting.
very confusing age, in
Very
my opinion. It's very frightening.
Yes, it is
You
frightening.
know, because you open your computer in the morning and it says, why don't you look into Google's AI bot? And I think, no, I can hardly deal with, my life, leave alone the AI bot.
Yeah.
If you were 16, you might feel differently. Who knows?
Or Chat
All right.
GPT, whatever the heck that is.
I like it.
Moving on, MTV is running a show called the exhibit, Finding the Next Great Artist. I have not seen it. If anyone else wants to watch it, I'd like to hear what they have to say.
Is it a video or
It's a
reality
exhibit
show.
somewhere?
Yeah.
Where is it?
It's a
Where is it?
reality show.
on MTV.
You mean it's on the TV itself?
Yes.
It's a 1 hour show.
Oh, it's a 1 hour show. It's not
It's
on
like that
YouTube.
dressmaker show.
It's a reality
see.
show every week.
Yeah.
Really? Really?
I
Oh
invite
my
someone
gosh.
I invite someone to watch it. I'm not going to.
I don't have MTV. Do you have to have cable or something?
I'm not watching
I
it.
did something like that like 10 years ago too.
This is Temple University's graduate students and research assistants went on strike and got a new contract from
Okay.
Temple.
Oh,
About
good.
750 of them.
Wow.
And they were real happy.
Nice.
Now, the next part of the news, I'm afraid, stop me if I get into gossip. Okay. This, as we all recognize, is Peter Max.
Really?
The
I don't know Peter Max.
I didn't
Yeah.
know. I wouldn't have known it. That I recognize.
really? Oh,
That
okay.
person,
Yeah,
I would not
it's
have
like-
known. No.
Yeah, but
All
I'm
right, well,
ignorant, right? I'm new
Peter
to
Max.
The
Peter
pop
Max
artist.
was the artist of my childhood.
Yep.
art. Really?
The hip artist of my childhood, yes. But
Oh.
now it's very sad. His daughter, that's Peter Max,
Mhm.
and that's his daughter, and they're having a bitter dispute. Peter Max has Alzheimer's. He's apparently that's his wife. His wife committed suicide.
Oh my gosh.
He's much younger.
Yeah, it is an ugly scene. His son supposedly, well, there's all these charges and counter charges, but anyway, in the latest development, the lawyer who is overseeing his estate retained control, and his daughter was challenging that control. Okay, so if you don't want to get too rich or too old. You want to get rich and old, but you don't want to get
Too rich and too old.
Too late on one of them. Too late on one of them.
Can I try the rich part for a while?
Literally, the Presley women are getting into it now. Grandmother and granddaughter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank God I won't have that problem.
We're not sure yet, but anyway, that's the news.
That was
Anybody else
interesting
have
news.
any?
That was very interesting.
Well, yes, it gives us a lot to think about.
And laugh over.
Yes.
Yeah. Anybody else have any news or notes?
It's a very energizing.
Saturday at the Plastic Club, there's going to be a movie night.
Yeah, I heard that. Yeah.
Yes.
I
This
wish I could
Saturday?
go. I hope I can go. Maybe I can go.
Should have gotten an email about it from them.
Yeah, we did.
Okay.
Lavender Hill Mob, right?
I think so, yes.
Yeah, sounds very good.
There's
I have a
new-
big week the following week, so I'm not sure. So we'll see.
I would like to say that one of my artist books is on display at the Governor's Mansion in New Jersey.
Whoa, well done.
Oh.
Thank you.
Right.
How did that happen, Neela? How did you get into that?
Oh, this show was supposed to happen during the pandemic in 2020. It kept being put off year by year, and finally they decided it was safe enough.
I see.
So you can see the exhibit, but you have to send your name in and get on a list, and then you can see it. And
I see.
the mansion's supposed to be really fun to see. It's very old.
Where is it? Where is the mansion?
New Jersey, it's in Princeton.
Oh, I bet it's going to be
The name
beautiful.
of the mansion is Drum Thwacket.
Oh, right.
Have you seen it yourself, Neela? Have you
No,
seen your own?
it's going to open, I think, this week or next week. So I'll try.
Are you going to
up.
go? Are you
I'm
going to
going
go?
to try. Yeah, I'll see.
Ah,
It's a couple
nice.
hours to get there.
Yeah. Take some,
Okay.
if you do get there, Neela, take some photos and show us.
Oh,
Share it
that's
with
a good
us.
idea. Okay,
Yeah, we'd like to see it.
very good.
Yeah.
All right. If there's nothing else, first let me point out Ken's window again.
Yes.
Ken's window?
The fascinating, yeah.
Yeah.
Night.
Look at what we're seeing in this
Yeah.
window now.
Where's Ken? Does Ken know that we're looking at his window?
No, I think he stepped away. But anyway, good night, all.
Good night, Bob.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Good to
Have
see
a great
Thanks for
week.
coming, Nina.